I'm very glad you asked this, Taven. I'm very glad. I needed to do this video, and actually today is a great day to do it because I've got something to show off to some other friends. Uh, but I just have one question for you, and yes, I'm still wearing my Ron Killing shirt because Ron Killings. But my question is, do you have the courage to ride with the devil? Now, for those of you that don't know, this is the CSM 2.0 Kamen Rider double driver and attaché case. Now, this driver is very near and dear to my heart because it was the first major Kamen Rider series that I ever got into. I have the deluxe version of this belt. I guess let me start over. For people that don't know, Kamen Riders transform much in the similar fashion to what Power Rangers do. But instead of having what they call a morpher or a changer like in Super Sentai, they have what is called a driver or a henshin belt that is worn at the waist typically. This does come with a full-size belt that is made for adults. The deluxe ones typically are made for tiny Japanese children, not for Americans. So the deluxe belts don't usually fit me. I do have a ton of them that I will show up at some other time, but this one is like a grail piece, so I wanted to show this off first. And again, it is the Kamen Rider double driver, as well as the Gaia memories in this attaché case. One of the main differences with the CSM 2.0 double driver is that this driver unit itself does indeed have sounds. It has a power switch here. Actually, it has two power switches. This one is for standard mode, and this one is to switch through paired mode, which I will explain in a little while. But the deluxe version of this belt does not have sounds at all other than in the Gaia memories, which I will show off shortly. But yes, as you can see, there are buttons aplenty. This one, that's equipping the belt. And you can hear, because in the show, the belt actually ejects from this and wraps around your waist. There are other sound effects, including voice clips. Voice clips. Let me hit the right button. And sound and songs, actually. This is the theme song of the show. The voice clip buttons are underneath the bottom, and I forget about that all the time. That is one half of double. That is Philip. Turn off the music. And then the other side has Shotaro, the actual main body of double. Because the point of this show is that it is two people in one body sharing their powers and their memories, thus the Gaia memories. So yeah, I just love the fact that there are sounds, and there's actually a bunch of different music built into it as well that you can cycle through with the button on the top here. Before we move on to the Gaia memories, I'd like to say this is Kamen Rider Double, just show them off a bit. As you can see, the double driver's there on his waist, and you can see Philip on my left and Shotaro on the right. Each half corresponds to one of them, and their powers are mix and match. Now to move on to the Gaia memories and explain that. Now, the Gaia memories come in sets of two typically, all of them being interchangeable. They are quite literally known as the memories of the Earth, accessed by gaining access to what's called the Gaia Library. The memories in unrefined form, which I do not have any right now, are basically like an addictive kind of drug substance. There's a USB port that you gotta get surgery for, and somewhere on your body, and you combine the memory with that, and it gives you some sort of superpower. And a lot of villains and crooks use them, and there is a company called the Museum that passes them out to basically experiment on people, and that's where the riders come into play to stop those people, to help those people, to fight the memories, and to stop the world from being destroyed by Gaia memories. And the main form that I showed you in the picture there was Kamen Rider Double Cyclone Joker. So let's start with the sound effects from that. We have Cyclone and Joker. Now, they do work in correspondence with the driver itself, which I'll show off after I show off all the individual sounds. There is also another form that is Heat Metal, and then their third basic form is Luna Trigger. Now, again, each of these is interchangeable, with the left side being Philip's power, being elemental, and the right side being Shotaro's power. Other way around. Right side is Philip, left side is Shotaro for the actual character, and the left is a theme, so Joker, Metal, or Trigger. And again, they're interchangeable, so you can be Cyclone Metal, Heat Joker, Cyclone Trigger, Luna Metal, Luna Joker, heat trigger or cyclone metal. Like, they're interchangeable, and there's more memories that come into play throughout the series, as well as several power-up forms and final forms and other riders. But that's a whole other story for a whole other day. Now again, let's find out the functionality with the belt itself. So I've got the belt on right now. Let's start the first basic transformation with the main form. And then new sound effect has that, the swoosh for like them putting in the memory. Now watch this space here. Henshin! So as you can see, it lights up with green and purple, and it'll stay like that for a few minutes. And unlocks, I believe, new sound effects for voice clips. Yep. That means now count up your sins. Both of them say together, or you can hold it. Yeah, really cool. Now, to see their final attack for each of these, I'm only going to do Cyclone Joker. I have to go get another piece of the belt that I forgot about. This is actually the wearable belt parts that are unfortunately too small for me. I will hopefully make a modification or get an extension for this part so I can get the extra couple inches I need, or I could do some sit-ups and lose some of the dad bod. But yeah, this is what's called the maximum drive slot. To do the final attack, you pull the Joker memory in this case, slot it in. In this case, you get Joker Extreme, which is their rider kick. And you would remove the memory, slot it back in, and then to power down from your transformation, you close and remove, and that is them reverting back to their civilian form. Now, again, there are a few other things I wanted to show off, including the paired mode, which you flip that switch there to paired, and that gives you a couple options to where this now will communicate with another double driver. As I said, Kamen Rider Double is two people in one body, so this will actually communicate. If you have another CSM Double Driver 2.0, or a friend has one, this will send a signal to that driver, and these will communicate with one another and the belt themselves to give you show accurate play. And it's really cool, including, well, Philip's memory, either one that you slot in on this side, on the silver side here, will teleport over to this belt. Not literally teleporting, but it gives you the sound effect of teleporting. So you go, you hear it, pops, then you slot back in. Actually, slot that in, then slot that in. And you get your Cyclone Joker. And yeah, that is the Kamen Rider CSM 2.0 Double Driver. This had been one of the items that I wanted the most for the longest time, just because I'm such a huge fan, and Double was the first Rider series that I got into, like I said. So check out more. I get all my Toku stuff from Toku Collectibles. This is not a sponsored video. I just love their shop, and I've given them a ton of money over the last year and a half or two. I will link them in the video if you guys want to check them out. And I mean, look up Toku stuff. It's available. Like, there's a whole bunch of it streaming on YouTube legally. There's a whole bunch of it streaming on demand on Pluto and Tubi. Look up Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, whatever. It's just a whole genre of fun. You guys have a good one. And now, count up your sins.